from the other side of reality. Men say he's cool and he makes the women drool.
Woo! Ooh. Hello, kitties. Oh, welcome to my Sunday Mondays of Horror. And I, the demon on the movie from the first to the papers. Oh my God, my eyes! Ooh, head rush. Oh my God, I never get tired of that. Hello, and welcome to my 31 Days of Horror. If you're saying to yourself, man, you know, you were like a demon before, right? But now you're like a human. I don't know what's going on. I'm scared, Mama. Mama, tell me what's going on. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yes, I am a demon. However, when I emerge into the earthly realm, there are demon hunters about. And I can't let them get me because they're after me because I'm so sexy. So what I do is I shed my demon form and turn into this human. And while I'm in this human form, it keeps the demon hunters at bay. And so here we are. Welcome to my 31 Days of Horror, where I talk about a new horror movie that I watch each day during the months of October, from the 1st to the 31st, from day 1 to Halloween, and we're on day 26, people. Yes, 26, 5 more days to Halloween. We're getting closer to the line, my friends. It's all Halloween, yes, indeed. And today I watched something. I thought, you know, Halloween's coming. I'm all happy. And when I watch a movie, I get them picked from Jeff here. Say hello, Jeff. Hello. And I pick a movie from here, and I saw, you know, yesterday I picked one called The End of the World, 1977. I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be great. End of the world sounds kind of sad, but, you know, something can happen. Let's rock on, excuse me. Let's rock on. But no, I wasn't ready for what happened. You know what happened? I'll tell you. This has to be, and I've been watching like movies since day one today, the worst movie I ever seen in my life as a demon. And I'm like 5,320 years old, man. And this is like one of the worst ones. This is one of the worst ones. Because this movie does the unbreathable sin that a movie should never do, is be dull. Because movies are meant to entertain us. But not this one. No. I feel watching this, I feel like I survived torture. You know? It's like I feel like someone took me and tied me to a chair and maybe watch this and like, tell us what the plans are. No, I'll never tell you we're going to watch this movie yet. No! 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 Oh, yes. Because the end of the world is not the end of the world. It's the end of your sanity. It's the end of your madness. Because all it's going to be now. You're going to think about this. Ugh. End of the world, indeed. So what's the end of the world about? How bad can this movie be? Well, let me tell you, my friends, because I'm going to tell you about this movie. Because I'm going to spoil it. And I never spoil movies. But I'm going to spoil it because this is a piece of trash. In fact, if you were to look the dictionary meaning of the word trash, this movie will be like the meaning. That's what you'll see. Look up trash. Oh, look, it says End of the World, 1977. So the movie starts off with this priest, played by Christopher Lee, of all people. Christopher Lee, who played Count Dooku in Star Wars and, you know, played Dracula in a bunch of Hammer movies. Got suckered into doing this because apparently his producer told him, hey, there'll be a lot of big actors in this. And he's like, okay, because, you know, he'll do it, trusting his producer, and they put him in this garbage. He regrets doing this, and I can't say I blame him. So it starts off with him, Christopher Lee, man. He's a priest. He goes to this diner where the cook is there, and he's playing pinball, and he goes to the cook. He's like, dude, I need help. There's something going on. Can you help me? And the cook's like playing pinball because he really wants to win. And the priest's like, come on, man. And cook's like, yeah, okay, here. And he's like, well, I need a quarter for the phone because I don't have. Oh yeah, because I don't have no cell phone. So he gives him a quarter. He goes to put the quarter in the phone, and the phone just comes off the wall. Phone's like, I'm not having it, and just falls. And so then the cook's like, holy crap. So then he goes to the kitchen. All of a sudden the kitchen blows up. And it blows up with such ferocity that the cook goes flying through the window. Like my girlfriend does after we date. You know, come on, honey, it wasn't that bad. And the priest was like, "Wow!" You know, he's not going to say it to Donner because the whole Donner's blowing up. So he runs to the church, where upon which he sees a doppelganger of himself. The doppelganger goes, "Hello and welcome to St. Catherine's." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So boy, me watching this, going, "Okay, that was not too bad. It's kind of trippy, you know. What can go on from here?" And not knowing, you know, because you know I don't know everything, although I should. That was like the best part of the movie, man. What I just told you right there was the most exciting part. Because what happens is we see our hero, Andrew, and he's on the computer because he's in the lab with all this computer stuff and he's smoking because back in the day you could smoke pretty much anywhere. No ashtray in sight too, just walking around with a cigarette in his mouth. No, on the computer he's like doing tapping stuff, trying to find a signal or something like that. And he goes to his boss, like, "There's a signal going on. I'm kind of tripped out. I want to know what's going on with the signal." And the boss, like, "You can't do the signal. We got to go on a book tour." And then he goes to the boss, "What do you mean a book tour?" "Hello, Moth." He's like, "What do you mean like a book tour?" He says, "I want to know what the signal is because there's something going on." He's like, "No, go do the book tour." So he's like, "Okay." So while he's doing the book tour, he goes to the book tour with his wife, and while he's with his wife, he starts walking to different areas, trying to find out what the signal is. And, you know, that's what he's doing, man. He's walking, sometimes in the day, sometimes at night, sometimes with his wife. And they're not talking when they're walking. He's just walking around doing stuff. One point, they drive to the church. They go to the garden. There's nuns working at the garden. They go to the garden. They see a nun. Nun gives them a flower, so they give them that sweet. They go to the car and they leave. Like, stuff like that. Like, what? Like, huh? You know, "Hello, Moth." It's like, why? And the whole movie's like that, where they just walk in the prayer. And here's one part that just cracks me up. So, he goes to different areas trying to find out where the signal is. At one point, he ends up going into a military place where he ends up, because he knows the guy who runs it, because he's in communication with the guy. And so when he's at the base, he's talking to the guy who he talks to. He tells him, "Well, what are you doing?" And he goes, "I can't tell you." He can't tell him? He's trying to find a signal. He's been going all over the place. He can't find it. He goes to a military installation where he knows the guy running it, who has like resources that could possibly help him. He tells him can't tell him? Like, why? And that was it. And then he just leaves. The next thing you know, he's in, you know, shows him in the hotel room with his wife. And I'm like, okay. Really? So the whole point, you're just walking around. This movie has more padding than a box of always, you know. What I mean by padding is that they just let stuff go. Like, for example, what I told you about him going to the garden to meet another. That's all he do. That's all that's going on. So then after all this running around, which seemed like taking forever, and I'm looking at the time too, 40 minutes of this garbage, and finally, they go to a place where they finally make contact with the alien, Christopher Lee, and the alien kidnaps his wife, and the alien goes, "Look, we got your wife. We need this crystal that you guys got because they can help us get back to our planet because we're like stuck here and your place blows. We want out. We want to get out of here. Help us. We give get the crystal for us. We'll you know, you can get back with your wife and we'll just leave and be with her and that's all good." And he's like, "Okay," so he does this. You know, so he goes and gets the crystal, goes back. He's like, "Well, you know, can I get my wife now? I have the crystal." He's like, "No, we're not going to do that. We're going to blow up your planet instead." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, your planet sucks, you know, and you guys all suck, so we're going to leave and we're going to blow the planet up." And that's what they do. You know, and for one split second, because if for the movie poster, there's a head of an alien, you see him, Christopher Lee as the alien with the eyes for like maybe like 2 seconds. "Well, I'm an alien," and that's it, you know, and then, you know, then he goes to this portal. And he goes, "This portal goes to our home planet." And he's like, he said that's the last thing to blow up. And he just goes in the portal. Andrew doesn't try to stop him. Andrew doesn't do nothing. He's just like, "Oh, I guess we're defeated. Okay." Then it shows like stock footage of like storms and stuff going bad. And the whole planet's going, you know, the whole planet's going tits up. Anyway, Andrew's like, "Yeah, well, you know, it sucks." And he just takes it in stride. And so then he's with his wife. And then, you know, like the aliens are leaving from this portal. And then he goes to his wife, you know, maybe you should leave. He's like, "Yeah." So then you leave, and the planet's like, "Well, I guess I'll blow up then." And then the planet blows up, and that's it, man. The planet blows up. Yeah, the world planet blows up, and that's it. Oh, God. I survived that. So I told that to you, don't have to. So hopefully you can avoid this movie. Like, it's like the worst movie ever. I went to IMDb to just see what the rating was, because they rated out of 10. They gave this a 3. I rate these movies off the head of Jeff. Oh, Jesus, frighten you? Ooh, yeah. I rate it out of 5. I give this movie a 1. 1.5. Actually, half of 1. That's how bad it is. I'll give it a half of a skull. That's how bad it is. So now, we're going to pick the next movie. Out of Jeff. There's only 5 in here now. Not many left. We're going to shake the Jeff. So now we're going to pick the head of Jeff. We're going to find out what movie we're going to watch next. There's only like 5 more days. Off goes the head. And we're going to pick the next one. Okay, get your tickets already. It was a raffle. It's a raffle. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's my girlfriend saying, I got a small one. Leave me alone. Let's see what this one is. I do not know what these are, by the way. They were placed in here by Jeff. So we'll find out. Oh my god, I cannot fold it. You human hands are so weird. Sometimes I can't pull. Oh wait, is it coming apart? Oh, I got it apart. What does it say? Ooh, so this one's Scream of the Wolf. 1974. Ooh, that should be trippy. Anything's better than half the world. Ah! Oh my god. Ooh. Well, that's it for me to you there, kiddies. I'll see you tomorrow.